Hello everyone, welcome to V's Room and my very first tutorial. I've been getting questions about making my coffee filter flowers, so I figured I would share with you. So special shout out to Sarah Bello and Maria Brunet and Miriam Delgado, who keep asking me for instructions and directions. So definitely want to go over materials. Everything's going to be either things you already have at home or you could pick up at the dollar store. It's like super cheap. Obviously, coffee filters. Gonna need get like a dowel for like 250, 150. Party streamers, yellow for the inside of the blooms. If you have that, or you can use a coffee filter, dye it yellow. Tissue paper, a lot of different things you can have. Food coloring, just regular food coloring comes in, your regular four colors. You can mix other colors. There's instructions on here, or you could Google it. I made orange. I noticed for orange, I ended up putting more yellow than they suggested to get a nicer shade. But if you don't have food coloring, you can use this acrylic paint that they sell in the dollar store. Watercolors. Again, acrylic paint from the dollar store. I should do this. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I will learn. So, yeah. Or they sell these little poster paints that are kind of watery, which are pretty cool. You just have to add water to all of them. These little cups for the ketchup, or these, depending on where you go for your fast food. These are great to hold like little pieces of paint or mixing colors or to dip. You'll see, I'll show you. Q-tips, any Q-tips, and you're going to dye them yellow because we're going to use those for the inside of the flowers. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal. I'll show you how to work around that. I cut up straws. Usually use straws somewhere. I cut up straws, hold the liquid, and I use them as a dropper to mix colors. If not, paintbrushes, very watery, and drip them on. I'm going to show you that though. You're going to need a hot glue gun. If you don't have one, you can use Elmer's glue, even a glue stick. It's a little harder. This one you have to wait. This one's harder to apply. But you can use them if you don't have anything else. I need instant results. I don't like waiting. My glue gun is. Sticks, skewers, shish kebab sticks, any dowels, old flowers, any kind of sticks that you have. If not, straws. If you have floral tape, cover them in floral tape. Beautiful. You can use pipe cleaners in a pinch. They're kind of flimsy for me. I kind of like these or the straws. Again, don't judge me. I keep an old pizza box and I just work on that. As you can see, you don't have to worry. Might keep this on here. I might not use it. I'll definitely use it to show you the dyeing. Yeah, I think, I don't know. We'll see how that works. I guess some of the colors, you might have seen some of the pictures that I have posted. You can have so much fun with this, like whatever you want. Oh, you can also use Sharpies. It's a little trickier. See, for the orange, I played around until I got this kind of, I don't know if you can see the color, orange, different shades. Got this pinkish, I don't know if you could tell the color, pinkish color. Lots of different ones. ones. It's blue. It's green. What's really fun is if you mix two colors, they sometimes separate, but you get these really cool designs. So have fun. No matter what you do, actually, the ugliest one that I had ended up being the prettiest flower after I was done. So don't be afraid to play with that. The shapes, so you're going to have those big discs. We're going to fold them in half and then in half again. And then in half again. So you end up with these little cone shapes. Right, so half, half, and then half again. You end up with this cone shape. That cone shape is the basis for everything. You can cut around like a circle and end up with more rose type. You can make a wavy line. You can make the one I'm going to show you, which is sort of folding it even further, like into really small pieces, 16ths, I think. So these are already got like on the side waiting so that you could see. So I'm going to cut here. Oh, I'm not going to cut. Another thing I wanted to mention was, besides the pizza box, to protect the surface, I usually have like a plastic bag or something. You can use plastic shopping bags. That'll work. Newspaper, magazines. Keep a little bag for garbage nearby. You're going to need it. And oh, these are also great for a shop. So salud, and I'll be back. So about 10 drops. 10 drops makes a nice deep red color. You want something pinkish, maybe 2 or 3. Sorry. Silence. This is going to be so cool. I'm going to show you a few things. You know, like it. And the reason I'm doing this is because certain people, I know, appreciate just going along with you, even if it takes time. And those of you who don't want to follow along, it's a fast forward. You can get to just where you want to be. Actually, I'm going to post like the times for like the dye, the flower, the materials. So you can work with that. That's just about it right now. Let's put this to the side. And I'm going to spread them out over here. Let's take a few and separate them. You can leave them together bunched up. I find that separating them first helps them dry faster. And there's some people that throw them into the oven or hang them up to dry. And you can do that and leave them overnight. I like things right away. So if I separate them, it's warm right now. So like with the heat of the apartment itself, it's like it warms up pretty quick. All right, so usually I'll fold them in half, in quarters. And an 8, so that they're like a little cone shape. And you can just fold, no particular rhymes, but you have that little cone shape. And then Doesn't matter how you do it to dip it. You can just, if you dip it just a little bit, it's enough because it's going to keep bleeding down. And you see how light it is? That's because I've been doing this. But that's how you learn. Okay, you can just leave it, and when it dries a little bit, I open it a little bit. What I didn't do is like mix it up so that the colors mix. And that's why I think it came out so very light. So I use these little straws for like um, trying to make sure it's the same color. And okay, let's try that. So again, and you don't even have to fold them. I mean, however, you can just bunch them up right now. Folding is later. But see, there's a little tiny drop. And if you turn it around, it's just going to bleed down. And it's going to be beautiful. You can leave it white. You can make it all one color. You can play with it and sort of like dip in a little red on one side, a little blue on the other side. You can fold it in half. And, you know, just some kind of crazy design. Get creative. You can also, oops, two of them there. Put it down. This is where the kids like to have fun. Well, let's do it both ways. Let's do one upside down, one straight up. And, oops, that was blue. Okay, so you can just like drop little drops around it. I like to like dip it around the edges so like it really dips down around the edges. And that's going to give you some crazy design. And let's try the red in another way, maybe around the edges here. I can't see what I'm doing over there. I should give you a little more color to see. Yeah, you get creative. When they dry, it's like, I don't know, sometimes totally different. Now, we can take this and add blue to it. And just like, I don't know, no rhyme or reason, just whatever you're feeling, just do it. I made a cool purple. It didn't look so cool at first, but it ended up being beautiful. And I get it all over. I'm messy, so don't be afraid. It'll wash off. Watercolors, perfect. Acrylics. And you can also do the opposite if you want to sort of leave the edges white, and you can dip it from the center, right? And go backwards and do it the other way around. So you could dip some blue. And the longer you leave it in, like the more it's going to soak up. And if you turn it around, it'll soak up. You don't want it to, you bring it down and you put it down. And you can play with that. I'm sorry, I get carried away. You guys are going to have to hang out with me. You wanted to see how it's done. This is what I do. Okay, red. Being saturated, nice. And I want it to go down a little bit. See? Now we can see how it's running down. And I'm going to put this to the side because I think you guys get the hang of it. We don't need this anymore. We are going to need these little Q-tips. The fun part. Should I put something down? Scissors. Let's clean this up. Garbage bag down there. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Just cut a section off. Be smaller, could be bigger. As you experiment, you will see. It's already folded in half the other way. You get it. So, right, so you half, fold it in half. Fold it a few times in just so you have a few layers, because what you're going to want to do is grab your scissors, pinch it real tight where you folded it. Grab your scissors and just make little fringes. Just cut up and down. Don't worry if little pieces fall off. Just don't cut all the way. And just cut, 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 cut. Because that's going to be the inside of our flower, right? These little, I got these at the dollar store. They were like for some balloons or something. They come with a little cup at the end, and I didn't use them. I kept them because you never know, like everything else. They have, I don't know if you can see, a little hole at the end, but so it makes it easy to put the Q-tip in. But you can do it with a straw, you know, tie it up, put a piece of tape, use the floral tape, whatever it is. I use my glue gun and just secure that in the middle. And then what you're going to want to do is, with your glue or whatever, the glue gun, I'm not going to do it right now, you're just going to start wrapping it around, basically, you know. Secure it, secure it, secure it, until you have a little pom-pom ball. I'm trying to see where I can see it, so hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see that. So, I'm going to show you a few different ones. The first one is really simple, so if you don't want to go crazy, you can just basically cut this into an ice cream cone. Right? So make a round shape. It doesn't matter. Just try to make sure that both sides match up so that you have an ice cream cone. And then just use one over the other as a template and cut around them so they're all about the same size. I am not going to do that one. So put that to the side. And see, there's going to be a lot of paper, so I should put something here because there's like a line in the middle. It's going to end up on my bed because I'm working on my bed. Okay. So the one I am going to work with, it's a lot smaller, so we're going to take this size and we're going to fold it once again. And then it's up to you. I'm going to show you two ways by drawing on it. You can do this. Should have had it drawn out for you before. So you can basically, oh, rabbit ears, okay? So see that? Look like little rabbit ears. You can cut out those little rabbit ears. I prefer to just fold it once again and do like a cutout of like a single petal. But whichever works best for you. Sometimes it has to do with your scissors too. If you don't have a good scissor, you don't have any choice. So it might not cut through all the layers. So you do the rabbit ears. I'm going to do the rabbit ears with you. So let's cut along both sides. And if you want to draw on it, draw on it. So you get the first one at least and get your template. Then what I do is I just cut down the middle. And it doesn't matter. You can go a little further than where you drew because it's going to look nice if you have like the petals nice and separated. And sometimes it doesn't cut all the way through. So I just open it up and make sure. And you see that? See that? And that was just, our rabbit ears. So now you've cut your rabbit ears, and those are the ones we're going to work with right now. After you've cut your rabbit ears, you're going to make a tiny little snip at the bottom. And I'm going to show you what that does because we're not going to use this one. So when you open up the coffee filter to its full size, you're going to end up with a cute little balloon with a little hole in the center. Just like that. See, pretty? So, okay, we're not going to use these. So since I'm experimenting, what I was doing was sort of like twisting some of them. I don't know, so they get kind of folds and creases. I also used the tip of a pencil to like fold the edges on some. So we're going to see how that comes out because I haven't done that yet. I also just went like whirlwind all around. So I don't know what that's going to do. Can you see that? I don't know. Or just really cute. You can fold them just in half. And that gives it a nice cute little petal shape. I think that's my favorite, but I still have to play and experiment. I'd like to start with like the darkest one in the center. And I'm going to go with one of these little ones that I twisted up. Well, I'm going to go with the really curly ends one for the center. And it's so simple. Look at this design, you see? Let me show you. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So all I do, basically this is so freaking easy, guys. You just don't love it. A little glue around the edges. Don't have to be perfect. Love the stick. I like to turn it like inside out when I bring it up so that it just glues. Hey, cooperate. It just glues a little closer. And then you just scrunch it, like scrunch around the bottom. You can see that. And don't be afraid to squeeze it, because the nice thing is you can always unsqueeze it later and fluff it up. So, see that already? Just one. Let's put another one and go crazy, like experiment. I'm going to do another twisty one to see what that looks like. And just open it up. I twisted it a little bit much. Let's see what that looks like. It's going to probably look kind of crazy. I think I might leave this one for towards the end because it looks like they crushed it or something. Like maybe a guy carried it home after work all day. It's looking a little sad, so I don't think I'm going to do that. See? Oh, Dito. Let's put that over there for the end. Let's go with an untwisted one. This one really has no folds or anything, except I kind of cut it really deep, see? Which makes it the petals nice and loose. I'm sorry, guys, it's warm in here. Okay. No, that's not going to help me here working. Work with me, fan. All right. Work with me. There you go. That's pretty, too. Like I said, some of them I didn't really like, but they ended up being so pretty. And again, and basically, this is what you're going to do. This is your flower. Like, you could end it here and go play. Or just play and listen to me. Or hang out. Let's hang out. I have nowhere to go. You should be home, too. This is so great to do with the kids. Like, I really can't wait till I get my grandkids. And I can do this. It's like, pretty much you have this stuff. So it makes it so easy. And it's not really messy at all. And you can clean it up really easy. I could see this being great like in a senior center. as long as they can use, you know, their hands and stuff. If not, they can always participate, like in the dyeing or stuff like that. I don't know. I'm always thinking about things like that. Definitely for kids, daycare is Corona. We gotta stay busy. I think these are great. Whoever came up with them, I thank you. And again, I saw lots and lots of videos. You're not going to see this video because this is what I came up with after watching everybody else's videos and failing. And some things took too long and some things like who has time for. So I came up with my own recipe as usual. And I'm loving it. This one is just so simple, as you can see. I mean, you can even like spend one day doing the filters. When you're bored, you can watch TV and dip some filters and come back another day and assemble. Oh, there's some beautiful little ballerinas that you can make with pipe cleaners and coffee filters. Another thing I learned with the coffee filters is that they are great for cleaning your computer screen and your TV screen and your mirrors. Freaking awesome. No smudges, nothing. I was looking for something to clean my TV and I came across it and I did one little area and it's really worked. I don't know if you can see my TV. It's really bad. I haven't done the whole thing yet. Look at that. Look at how pretty. I just love it. And that's actually all you need. But I want to make it fluffier. So I'm going to put a few more. And then I'm going to show you some of the other ones. And that's it. I'm going to post this. I'm not sure where you're going to be watching it from. It's going to be on a few different media. Yeah. Love it. See, if you use the other glue, you have to wait. And between layers, it's so annoying. I couldn't handle that. This way, it's like instant. Done. And don't forget to always just push up from the bottom here. Just to keep it from getting too big. Look at how beautiful that flower is. Can you see that? It's freaking gorgeous. And I'm wondering, I'm going to try right now, and I'm going to let you guys know how it works, but I'm going to throw some scent on it. Maybe some lavender or something. I'm going to see. Yeah. Oh my God, it smells, oh, so beautiful. Oh, I'm loving it. So, yeah, guys. Some of the other ones I made. I get chulas. They're so pretty. I'm just so in love. And like I said, I didn't cut the stick down. And this was the first one with the pipe cleaner. I did not like it. Flimsy. You can see I made a lot of mistakes. But that's the one with the round shape. You could also make a heart shape. Well, this is heart shape if you can see the back. They're heart shapes. I also used tape on this one. Tape does not work. Not good. That's going to probably have to be redone. This one, I used glue, but the glue that had to dry, it came out kind of pretty. I like it. I used the, like the edges, like I made them round. You can see that. So, yeah. Where's the other one, Bendito? I don't want to leave it on. I am going to now make that yellow flower because actually I am going to try and make a sunflower. Sunflower is my mother's favorite flower of all time. Oh, before I leave you guys, I'm actually going to put a few more, but I wanted to see what this retarded one looked like. You know what? Look at that. That's what I mean. Look at that. It's beautiful. I am going to still use it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you understood everything. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer them. And bye-bye. Hi guys, one more thing I wanted to say. Don't feel bad if it gets messed up or it's not so great at first because look at this. Disasters. These were my first attempts. They not very good. They fell apart. This one here. I was trying to do pieces like I saw in one of them. That's why I love the single part of just putting the whole flower in. This part really sucked. So yeah, I did the research. Not so good. But don't feel bad. Don't be discouraged. You get like what, 150 for $1? I mean, for $1, you can fuck a few times. I should say. I'm gonna have to cut that out. For $1, you can afford to mess up plenty of times. So play around. Don't get discouraged. You see my flops. The colors were pretty though.